Dembele.
It's a bit late, but congratulations to Ousmane Dembélé on winning the Ballon d'Or. To show my appreciation, I made a special design in Photoshop. Here's how I did that. First, I started with these three rectangles as this was the core foundation of the concept I had in mind. The first step was to put the foreground image of Ousmane Dembélé with the award in front of the rectangles. And now for the fun part. I adjusted the image contrast, sharpened the image, and did a little more tweaks in the camera raw filter. And then, after that was done, I removed the background. Then I moved both the extracted image and the background into the main project. And using the first rectangle as a mask, I placed both images on top of the shape. To create the pop-out effect you see here, I used the lasso tool to select part of the hand as well as the head and review them via the layer mask. If you'd like to see a detailed video on layer masks and how to create these effects, please check out my tutorial. For the two other images, tweaking the images via the camera raw filter, removing the backgrounds and importing the extracted images plus their backgrounds into the main project. I then used the second and third shape respectively to mask part of these images into the rectangles. I also adjusted the height of each shape to create a slightly unbalanced composition. And now it's time for color grading. For this, I used a gradient map, paired it with blending modes to get the desired results. And in use cases where I didn't get the desired look I was going for, I used the selective color adjustment layer to tweak certain colors including the shadows, midtones and the highlights. And what's a spot design by me without ground shadows? So for this, I use the soft round brush. I always flatten brush to about 13 to 16% roundness and the flow reduce it to about 10% or even lesser. I then carefully painted the shadows according to the light direction I had in mind. With the background color changed, it's time to fade out the bottom of the images as they still have sharp edges. I also added a poppy hue to the background to make it more interesting. And now it's time to give the foreground image some highlights to match. For these, I used the exposure adjustment layer and carefully and subtly added in those exposure highlights using a soft round brush. So add some text, use the hue saturation adjustment layers to recolor the backgrounds, and then to add some additional colored lights. Finally, slap on a camera raw filter, which is very important, and I recommend this for your project as well. I use this in all my projects. And now you have the final design. I truly enjoyed making this design. I have more ideas and hopefully I make those designs as soon as I can. If you would like to see more of my designs when I release them, please give me a follow on Instagram. A screenshot of my profile is on the screen. I really appreciate that. I'm also available for client work as well. Thank you very much for watching and do have a wonderful day.